Welcome back to the second episode of Trevian Sports Spotlight. We're hosts Lily Long
and Lauren Sullivan, and today we're joined with Clara Crossgrove and Sammy Mills, captains of the new Trevian gymnastics team. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
How did your guys' gymnastics journey begin?
I started doing gymnastics when I was 3 in Washington, D.C., and I've kind of just been doing it ever since then.
I started gymnastics because one of my friends, Della View actually, asked me to go to practice with her, I think because her mom couldn't drive her. And then, I don't know, it was just a little mini class for little girls, and then I just loved it since then, I guess.
That's awesome.
Were you guys ever belonging to the same gym at a specific time?
Yeah, we both, Clara started in Washington and then went to...
And I went to Northbrook from 5 years old to 10. And then we were at the same gym.
We were both at Dreams Gymnastics.
In Glenview.
And then we were both there until I quit gymnastics when I was 12. And then we joined back again, being in the same place, at New Trade Gymnastics.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's awesome. So did you guys compete against each other or together?
We were usually, since we're the same age, we would compete against each other.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah.
Last season, you guys had a lot of success, from winning conference to placing 7th in the state after not qualifying for state after 4 years. How do you guys prepare for meet day, and what is your usual routine?
Well, preparing the team for a meet day, we kind of just give everybody some insight, talking about how everybody should do what they usually do in practice, and to have confidence in themselves.
We usually send a text to the group chat being everyone just be on your highest spirits. It's really never that deep. A lot of people take gymnastics super seriously, and we just have to remind them that it's supposed to be fun. And
yeah. We all
usually take a nap before.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, when we're on the bus,
get a snack.
Yeah,
we have snack buddies.
Yeah, we do. So we'll give each other snacks and write messages to each other to tell each other good luck. And on the bus, we'll listen to some hype music.
Yeah.
And just get everybody excited, because it's so scary to compete in front of everybody. So we just have to remind, especially the younger girls, everybody will
have fun.
Yeah, just have fun.
Oh, that's so cute.
Do you guys do a snack buddies for every meet, and it's a different person each time, or the same person?
It's the same person, and we only do them for duels because for invites, not everybody on the team competes. Mm-hmm. So your snack buddy might not be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so now some personal questions. Clara, last year you placed 14th all around in state. What are you focusing on event-wise to hopefully place higher this year?
I've been reviewing my routines over the summer, and I'm adding a lot of new skills that would hopefully give me higher difficulty points, and that will help me if I were to stick them, place higher. Because one of the problems was last year is that I didn't have hard enough skills. And so even if my routine was really good, it wouldn't be enough to place higher over these other girls who have really good skills. So that was kind of the big problem last year. But hopefully now that I've gotten those higher level skills, that I'll place higher.
And then what would you say is your favorite event?
I think my favorite event is bars, but my favorite event to compete is floor, because it's less stressful and I feel it's more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, for Sammy, you've been a big asset for the program for the last 4 years. How has your training changed over the course of your high school career?
Well, when I was a freshman, I was basically freshly back into gymnastics, because I quit in 7th grade, and then the end of 8th grade I decided that I wanted to do new trade gymnastics. So I guess freshman year I took it a lot more seriously, I think, and now I just try to not. And a lot of the stuff I do has stayed the same, but also I've gotten some harder skills, obviously, but try to think about it differently than I did. I think freshman year I just took it so seriously, and I would literally feel I was gonna throw up every time I was gonna compete. And now I just need to I got a ritual down, breathing and drinking water, and now I just it's way better the way I think about meets.
So you've worked on your mental game too. Okay.
Yeah. Gymnastics is very mental.
And then Clara, you won the conference last year individually. What would you say was your toughest skill you had to learn?
I think that it wasn't a specific skill. I think the toughest was beam because I had fallen on beam probably every single meet except for one before then. So the goal was to really just like stay on the beam for that meet, and I did, and that was probably like the hardest thing I had to do that meet.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
For Sammy again, as an athlete myself, I know that sports come with both highs and lows, and I know you started talking about this about like your freshman year, but as you know, sometimes you get fun competition and wins, and sometimes you get tough losses and setbacks. So how has your athletic journey been in dealing with your own setbacks or challenges, and what have you done to overcome these challenges?
I think one of the again, like talking about the mental part of gymnastics, I think like the biggest setback that any gymnast faces is mental blocks, when you just like can't do a skill for some reason. And I've learned to deal with it by like doing like all the drills and stuff to work up to that skill, and then when it's time to actually do the skill, if I know I'm not going to go, I'm not going to waste everyone else's time and just like get up and not go. So like I know like I have to like think about it before I go, and I'm not going to go up and do a skill unless I know I'm going to do the skill. If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I know you started talking about your mental challenges that you've had to overcome. What other challenges, like physical or like coaching challenges, if you've had any?
I've had some issues with coaches before. That's why I quit gymnastics actually when I was 12, because I had a really rough coach who just wasn't a nice person, and I like the answer to like answering that issue at that time period was just to quit and then come back. And then I had a new perspective on it, and I switched gyms and had new coaches, and yeah, our coach Jen, like I think really helped my gymnastics career in a lot of ways.
Yeah, that's great that you were able to like take a second for yourself and then come back.
Yeah.
All right, so now for both of you, as senior captains, co-captains, and this being your last high school season, what do you wish to do differently this year in terms of creating a team culture and work ethic? Probably
just to have the team kind of join together more, whether it's like in practice or like out of practice, because a huge part of like meets is just supporting each other and like the togetherness of it and cheering for each other, because that can be like all the difference at a meet. Because if you don't like if you feel like a little bit like alone during a meet, like in your head and stuff, like it's so easy to just like make tiny mistakes.
And
so
you just like shut down.
Yeah, like
if you're so in your head, like you can like tell when someone's like so in their head and they just like shut down, they don't talk to anyone.
Yeah.
And you just need to like help them get out of that.
Yeah, and it's so hard to get out of that, so the goal is to just not have anybody feel like that at all.
Yeah.
So just being there for your teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then winter break is coming up shortly, and I know your training stays consistent within those 2 weeks. So how does training work over winter break? Do you guys still have practices every day?
Yeah, we still have practices every day, and we do them in the morning, and we usually just focus on things that haven't gone well so far, now that we've had like a couple of meets. So I think it's just think about what's working and what's not working. And
we also go to our club gyms some of the days, and since there's like pits there and like foam pits and like bigger mats, we can work on new stuff during that time.
Do most girls on the team like go to your club gyms, or like is it mainly just girls who like are doing it for fun?
I'm the only one who goes.
And Mia.
Oh, me and a freshman go to Glenview still at Dreams. And then Sammy
and like over half the team go to this other gym called American Academy. And like everyone goes there because our head coach, Jen, works at that gym like in the off season. So
yeah.
All right, well, thanks you guys for coming in today, and we wish you luck during the rest of your season. Hopefully we'll be able to cheer you on at state this year, and make sure to see the Trevs compete on Thursday, December 19th, home at Northfield.
Thanks for tuning in to our second episode of Trevian Sports Spotlight.
We hope you have a great break, and see you next year.